We need now to
record our process of choosing our products to improve the motor skills for children, and we think our method will be the brainstorming method.
Omar, you said that you had an idea for the project. Can you tell us?
Yeah, well, my idea is to create like a table game to to like basically some spaces are colored, for example, with the primary colors like red, blue, yellow, green, something like that, and you throw the dice, and if you land on one of those colored spaces, basically you need to you take a card that says, for example, name an object that has that color. For example, if it's red, we can put I don't know, a fire extinguisher or something like that. So that will improve the motor skill of recognizing colors and knowing how to apply them.
So it will be like a dashboard or like a memory board.
Yeah, maybe like a Monopoly-like.
Okay, no, like the structure of Monopoly, but with different like sales and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that could help like for the colors.
Okay, that would be like a good idea. So, Carlos, you had another idea, right?
Yes, my idea is to have some baskets of different colors and different sizes.
Like basketballs?
Yes, like a basket, only, but like a, what is it?
A bucket?
Like a bowl. Yes, like a bucket. And a guy will be standing like 5 meters away from it, and he will throw a ball.
Like with the corresponding color of...
to the corresponding color of a certain letter. Like, for example, you throw the ball to the basket of the red color, and then you will say something that is red and something that you can eat that is red. That will you will be better in your throwing skills.
Great. That's a good idea.
Hannah, do you have an idea?
Well, yeah, I was thinking about like some kind of like Carlos, you have different baskets, but each one will have a different sound when you move it. So with that sound, you will have to detect some of the objects and move them and detect the same sound. Okay. And with that same sound, try to match it with the same bucket.
Oh, so
that would
improve the hearing and the coordination,
recognition, and all that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Albert, do you have an idea?
Well, I have another idea. Well, not an idea, but it's like to change the variables of the different projects. I don't know, with the project that Carlos presented, the one of the buckets, maybe like to change the texture of the buckets and to try like with the sense, the touching.
The objects.
Yes. Touching the objects, you need to match them with the texture of the bucket, like according to the bucket. That would be like a variable that we could change.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, I think that since we already presented like all the ideas, I think we need to vote.
Yeah, but maybe in case some of these ideas aren't that good, maybe we can think of like
alternatives.
Yeah, like a couple more small ideas.
Yeah.
So what could be another activity to improve the motor skills? Oh, are we talking about gross motor skills or fine motor skills?
Well, yeah, we have to define
fine motor skills.
Yeah, fine.
Fine, because well, gross is more
like hearing and
because well,
sensing.
At the age of when you start developing the gross motor skills, you can't really play any games because you're pretty little. But a fine, we can maybe something like a balancing activity.
Yeah. Oh well, like maybe like to coordinate like both sides of your body. Like I don't know if you are right-handed, like some activities to improve your left-handed.
Or at least your coordination between the like maybe you are still going to be more able to do things with the right hand,
Yeah.
but maybe not to be that useless with the left side. Maybe what could be like a good activity to improve both sides or to control both sides.
Maybe
Coloring or drawing something with your opposite side.
making
Of your-
portraits, maybe. Like
Oh, well, I know. Maybe like a twister thing. Like, well, for example, we spin the roulette, and it's like left hand and
left hand
and
draw a circle,
like drawing or write a sentence, maybe.
Yeah.
So you can, like, for example, if you get right hand, draw a dog. You have to draw a dog with your left hand or right hand.
Okay. Like according to the if you're right, and if it says like I don't know, write the sentence of 10 words,
And
you
it's
will
in
need to write with the left hand.
Yeah,
You know?
or maybe like in the spinner, we can put like right hand, left hand, and drawing and sentence, for example.
Yeah.
So we spin, and or maybe two spinners, for example, one for the which side are you going to use, and another one for the activity. For example,
yeah.
we can put like kick a ball with your left
Yeah, I know.
to improve both hands and both feet.
I mean, those would be gross.
Gross, yeah.
Gross. So, I mean, we could create some activities that involve both.
Yeah.
Both gross or fine.
A basic and more
Motor
advanced
skills.
motor skills. Does somebody have an idea?
Okay, well, we can also do activities with Play-Doh, like molding stuff, or also Legos maybe, to improve the fine.
Motor skills,
Motor
yeah,
skills?
involving the hands and fingers and all that.
Yeah, like I don't know, maybe having little flashcards and it would be like a duel between like.
Matching.
Yes.
the
Yeah,
cards
a
and
competitive
pointing at them.
game.
Yeah, like I don't know, I will have a flashcard and I will say make a tower of 7 floors, and I will need to make like with Play-Doh or with
Something like that.
Hera, can you start listing? Like, I'm already listing my idea, like from the table game. So can
I'll start listing the next ones.
Also, we already have the
The idea of the rolling ball.
of the
The
buckets,
baskets.
baskets of the
Different
dashing board.
maybe we could do something like like a sort of balancing. For example, I don't know. You have to do to spin around so that you get dizzy, but then like you have to do something like some activities they had on believable roads in which you they spin you around, you get dizzy, and you have to like, for example, throw a ball or walk.
Or like complete like a course. I don't know,
Yeah.
like obstacles.
Yeah, maybe that could be more advanced motor skills, but like that could work
Yeah, that
to
could work
improve balance and how to behave.
To adapt also
Yeah,
with
to adapt.
yeah, that would be a cool idea.
So without further ado, we will start to vote upon which of the ideas we will use for the product. So Carlos, can you list?
Okay, so the ideas are: number one, table game in which some spaces are colored with the primary colors like red, blue, yellow, green, etc. Number two is different buckets that will contain different sounds. With these sounds, the kids will need to relay the object sound with the buckets. Number three, the clay idea. Four, both sides twister. Number five, drawing with both hands. And number six, DC course. And finally, number seven, throwing objects in the buckets.
Okay, so in my opinion, I think the idea that may better benefits the kids and the motor skills is the one of the twister, because you can start to coordinate the both sides. That is like very important, because later in life you will be very useless with one side of your body. So maybe try to balance both sides as much as we can.
I think the same as you, so I will also vote for the twister idea. How about you?
Well, I prefer the table game because I think that it's essential for the kids, like to start first recognizing like what is this, what is the color of this object, and then to start like with the more advanced motor skills, like as the Twister game is like explaining
So
balancing or something.
Yeah, so you're like focusing on the more like
Yes.
gross, like more exciting with the gross motor
Yes,
skills.
yes, like the bases.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, well, I would also like the table game more since it, like he said, it involves the recognition, and that recognition is basic. Since you have to recognize colors, shapes, names, and those sort of things.
Okay, so we have a tie between both the ideas of the twister and the table game. So my idea is that because both of the ideas can complement each other, because for example the table game is more like gross sided, and the twister idea is more fine sided.
Yeah.
So what we could do is that we can, for example, we take the idea of the board game, and instead of only being colored spaces and blank spaces, we can put blank spaces in which you do nothing if you land on them, colored spaces in which, as the first idea said, you had to take a card corresponding with the corresponding color and that stuff, and maybe there could be another type of space that is, I know, spin. That we can take two spinners, and we can like spin the roulette, and well, that's the same activity as the twister idea. So, for example, the if you get left foot or left side, kick the ball. You have to kick a ball with your left foot, for example, or right side, and draw a monkey. So you have to draw a monkey with your right hand.
Okay.
So like instead of discarding the other ideas, we can like complement them. I don't know.
Yes.
Combining them, it's a great idea. Since both were tied and those are great ideas.
Yes, and also since they complement each other, they will be like more efficient to combine them and make a complex game or activity too.
Yeah, and maybe more entertaining than just sitting and playing a
And
board
also
game.
more effective.
Yeah,
Yes.
because we're combining gross motor skills
With
and
fine.
fine motor skills. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a great
So
idea.
then we have the project.
Yeah. Well,
The idea of the product would be the table game combined with a twister that would involve these two great ideas.
okay. So that's how we conclude the brainstorming method and how it helped us in deciding our product or idea for the product. And well, I think we have the idea, or well, there could be changes along the
changes,
way, but we have the basis, like
Yes. From where we will start.
yeah, okay, we know what to do and from where we would start.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's it.